So how has our weeks gone?
I'm just getting really sick of being sick. So
Oh, you're still sick.
I'm still like hacking up half a lung and at least
Oh,
I'm sleeping.
Lord.
But it's been almost 2 months. Two
Wow.
months of
Wow.
constant. And Robert's got it now, and he's like, I can't do this.
Uh,
I'm like, well, you're only like 3 weeks in, buddy. You
Ah,
let's try 2 months.
is it
Uh,
bronchitis?
we
Was it
don't know.
bronchitis?
No one can
Oh, yeah.
diagnose it. No one knows what it is. No antibiotics work. Nothing works. So we're just riding the wave.
Can, can I give a suggestion?
Yes, of
Oil,
course.
oil of oregano.
I've been pounding it for almost 3 weeks now and nothing.
Yeah, not
Yeah.
not doing anything.
No, I know it's an antiviral and it doesn't work. Not
Yeah,
whatever this is.
it's like an anti-everything. Usually that knocks out
mm.
just about everything.
Oh, yeah, that's
It's not
amazing.
knocking this out. I know I was talking to Blaze and she said that the schools in Manila have all closed down, sanitizing every surface because of this thing that's going around. I guess it's going like
Wow.
wildfire through the Philippines.
Hmm.
So we don't know what it is. It could be some new form of COVID for all we know, but it is prolonging.
Mm. It doesn't need a name.
However, yes, we'll call it the bad bug.
Just just find a way to say goodbye to it. Let it go. Let it
Yes.
go.
We need to go back and read the whole thing about sickness and the ego and disease and the illusion of it. That would
Oh,
be good.
Yeah,
But
well,
on
we've been
my,
working through that for some time. So,
I
yeah.
know my lessons went relatively good. I found myself, what was it? What triggered me? It had to have been something with what's happening right now politically in the United States. And I kept, because there's protests all over the country for, no kings and
Saturday.
being met
Yeah.
with a lot of armed National Guards and stuff, which are threatening violence on them. And it's people's free speech and right to protest and all of that. And they're being denied even that. So, yeah. So, anyways, I kept going. Remember, I had the one focus on eternity rather than the narrative of the ego. And I brought myself to this place of focusing on eternity and thinking, really, in the scheme of eternity, none of this actually really matters whatsoever at all. Not even one smidgen does it actually really matter in the scheme of eternity. So that has been actually quite a nice little reframe for myself to bring myself back to center, which has been great. And yeah, that's been my week is focusing on eternity rather than what's happening all around me. There's no resolution in the ego, anyways. So if
Yeah.
you don't focus on the spirit and that aspect of ourself that is real, you'll just waste all of your what's the word? The I don't want those thoughts resting in my head rent free. And if I entertain them, they stay longer. So I choose to evict them and replace it with something else. So that's what I've been up to this week.
Unwelcome guests. I always find what works for that is like, would you like me to help? Would you like to help me do the dishes?
I always say this is the week I do a deep spring clean, although it's not spring. I do a deep cleaning of the house. So I don't know if you'd like to lend a hand, but it'd be appreciated.
It's gonna, yeah.
You get extra points for the dust bunnies under the bed. Absolutely.
Mhm. Yes.
Anyone else
How'd you
for their
go?
week? Oh, sorry, Gary.
I was just gonna say, V, how did you go with your week?
Um, my lesson was your decision is always an answer to the question, who is my father? And you will be faithful to the father you choose. And I feel like that was quite easy. But I've also been sheltering quite a bit. I've just been snowed under with getting work done so that I've got meetings all next week in Perth. So, 3-hour drive up there and 4 days in town. So I just feel like I've been working a lot, not even spending much time with the horses. So I might have cheated a bit there. But even dealing with the work and even my attitude to sitting down to get work done has been quite good. It has been
Oh,
more
awesome.
of, it's not like I have to, it's like this is the value I'm creating. So let's get to it.
Awesome.
It's quite motivating. Hmm.
Who else?
I'll go. So mine's from a couple of weeks ago. Look with peace upon your brothers, and God will come rushing into your heart in gratitude for your gift to Him. I guess, with the birth of my grandson, it's just a natural thing to do, really, isn't it? So, been very excited about that. And I've had my mum over here for a couple of weeks. She came back with me, and she went home. What's today? Wednesday, Monday. So, yes, kind of been a little bit down in the dumps with that because we got to spend 3 weeks together, which is the longest time in a very long time that we've done that. And yeah, but it's good to be home, and all the poppies have just started flowering, and all the birds are in the garden, and yeah, it's lovely. Spring is here, beautiful days, meant to be 27 today.
Nice.
So yeah, life is good. Life is good.
Awesome.
Did you manage to have all that time off, Linda? You didn't work at all?
Oh, I did when I came back, and I got asked to work in the food van, which I help in occasionally. So the first week that I was back, I worked the Friday night, Saturday, Sunday, and on last Wednesday as well. And then the 2 days at the office job that I do as well. So, but obviously while I was in New Zealand, I had that time off. That was 10 days. But yeah, no, it's been lovely to have that bit of a break and then get back and, planting tomatoes and planting a flower bed and all that sort of stuff. So it's lovely. It's just such a lovely time of the year. Even when you cut the lawn and the smell of the grass, it's just so different from any other time of the year. It's just a great time. Yeah.
Yeah, springtime.
I'm jealous.
And it's nice not to be cold because it's been bloody cold this winter. So, but yeah, last night was, I think, the first night that we didn't light the fire. And while it was still a little bit cool, and I did think about lighting the fire just to take that chill off the air, I thought, no, be brave. It's all good. I've
It's
got a
only
blanket there if I
temporary.
need it. Hey?
27's coming.
Yes, exactly. And I still need to get out into the garden today. So I'm thinking, well, I stuffed around this morning and didn't do very much. Well, it's my own fault if I have to go out there in the hot weather. But it's beautiful.
Oh, Quilly?
I did the same as Linda, and I had that same one from the week before. But I also had this other thing that I highlighted, which was listen and you will learn how to remember what you are. So I've been doing that. I've been pretty introspective because although it's spring here too, it's been raining and windy and grey and oh, yeah, I'm like, oh, when's the sun? There is a bit of sun today and that's been lovely, but yeah, it's been grey.
It's perspective weather
Mum,
then.
Mum said that when she got home, she had 52 mils of rain in the rain gauge. So that's from the whole time that she's been away, which was 2 weeks. So, and she said she got home it was just pouring down. When she got back to Whakatane, it was absolutely pouring down. Yeah. Yeah.
We like our rain sideways. No.
Hi, Jane.
Hi, hello everybody.
Hi.
Joey,
How
did you share?
go? Not yet.
Oh,
Do you want to?
Wasn't sure if Jim was jumping in. Nothing alive is fatherless, for life is creation. Not as confused as I was last week when I wrote it. It's starting to come into to comprehension, but I don't feel I'm fully there.
sweet.
That's a tricky one, actually, Joe.
Yeah.
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 Jane, do you want to share yours? How'd you
Sure.
how did you feel this week?
Yeah, I had the word change that I derived from one of my favorite readings, and I felt that had spoke to me because it had meaning of change, inevitable, how do I go through changes? Do I feel like I have grace about the changes? And I said I wanted to spend the last week kind of contemplating that, and because I've been in a good block of change in the last year, and I kind of came to that. I can be as well-meaning and as maybe easygoing as I could be, and certainly I'm so good at giving other people passes, and I don't render myself. I don't give myself a break, and it's so and to me that's hand in glove with change. And so I did a report card, and I got a C plus B minus.
You
Awesome.
mentioned one of your favorite readings. You got the word from your favorite readings. What's that, Jane?
I know. You know what? I don't have it in front of me right now. I've just kind of come off back to back astrology meetings, and but I know the word. I said, change. How do you deal with it? So catch me next week.
Audrey, do you want to share anything?
Well, yeah, that I'm excited to say that I completed the second edition of my book, You Are the Artist of Your Life, and I've focused it toward midlife women and ageless women to reclaim and reinvent and renew who we are. And it's very exciting that when I am writing or I am teaching, I also have some very challenging students at the university. It asks me to be all I can be. I can't just teach it or preach it. I actually have to live it. So
Yeah.
the demanding of it is, I'm feeling it, and I'm allowing myself to be exactly as I am. I'm doing my best. It's not always wonderful, but I'm doing all I can. And that feels mission worthy. It feels like I am where I'm supposed to be, even though my ego fights and says, yeah, but Saturday at 2 o'clock. And it's like, no, I put it in the God box. When I've done my best, I've done all I can, I say, I write something down, I have a little box, and I say, this is the God box. You handle it. I can't anymore. I'm doing everything I can. So I'm learning a lot.
Beautiful.
I'm learning a
That's
lot.
not a bad strategy, actually.
Maybe
It,
we all
it,
need a God box.
Mhm.
make a God box. It is the
Yeah.
best thing in the world when I just get so my brain, the ego, gets all, oh, but it should be this way and it should be that way, and I don't like this, and I don't like, and I just say, well, you take both hands and get over yourself. And that's the first thing. And then I go, wait a minute, wait a minute. Write down what you would love to happen or the result that is appropriate for me that I may not have any idea what that is. And I write something down and I put it in this box and I let it go. It's like something goes, ah, oh, that feels better.
I
Nice.
love that. I'm making a God box.
Wonderful. Please do.
Yeah,
Please
cool.
do. Absolutely. Absolutely. The angels are there. Let's communicate with them. We're not alone. We're not alone. We're made of the same stardust. We just don't act like it because society tries to say, no, you're not. You're dumb and you're this and you're that. And that's such baloney. Such baloney.
Love it.
Agreed.
Beautiful.
All right, let's start reading.
Let's
Where
do.
are we? Where are we? I've been away for millions of years.
And where are we
Um,
actually? What are we reading?
Yeah.
We
Page
are up to
192.
chapter 11, which is page 193.
Oh,
Just. Mhm.
God or the ego? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So we're just starting on that one, V?
We're on paragraph 3 at the bottom of that
Oh.
page.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Oh. Gary, would you like to start us off?
I'd be happy to.
Thank you.
You make by projection, but God creates by extension. The cornerstone of God's creation is you, for his thought system is light. Remember the rays that are there unseen. The more you approach the center of his thought system, the clearer the light becomes. The closer you come to the foundation of the ego's thought system, the darker and more obscure becomes the way. Yet even the little spark in your mind is enough to lighten it. Bring this light fearlessly with you and bravely hold it up to the foundation of the ego's thought system. Be willing to judge it with perfect honesty. Open the dark cornerstone of terror on which it rests and bring it out into the light. There you will see that it rested on meaninglessness and that everything of which you have been afraid was based on nothing.
It's awesome. Very clear too.
Yeah.
Wow.
Beautiful imagery.
Mm.
Love that. Wow. Open the dark cornerstone of terror on which it rests and bring it out into the light. Wow. Mm.
I have this image of like a big scary monster in the dark, but when you pull him out, he's this tiny little weasel that just comes.
Mhm.
Me too, V. That's exactly what I saw.
Already found my statement for next week.
Ready.
Yeah.
All
Me too.
Alrighty. Do we have any questions about this one?
Mm.
Just beautiful. What a way to start our reading for today.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's gorgeous.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
If we're happy with it though, let's go to number 4. Oh, then we're up to another section. Um, Joe, that one's quite short. Would you like to read that one?
Sure. My brother, you are part of God and part of me. When you have last looked at the ego's foundation without shrinking, you will also have looked upon ours. I come to you from our Father to offer you everything again. Do not refuse it in order to keep a dark cornerstone hidden, for its protection will not save you. I give you the lamp, and I will go with you. You will not take this journey alone. I will lead you to your true Father, who hath need of you as I have. Will you not answer the call of love with joy?
Beautiful.
Precious, precious, precious. What happened? What happened, darling?
That second sentence, when you have at last looked at the ego's foundation without shrinking, you will also have looked upon ours. Ours what? Ours foundation? Is that what that means?
I
Read it
was thrown
again.
off by the shrinking part.
When you have at last looked at the ego's foundation without shrinking, you will also have looked upon ours. Our foundation? Is that what that means?
I think that's what it's referring to. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So with the shrinking, would that just kind of be like feeling small?
I guess from flowing on from the other one, how, if you don't face that big monster in the dark, you don't get to pull him out to the light and see how tiny he is. So your shrinking will keep the monster big, the ego big.
I'm reading it a little different. It says, when you have at last looked at the ego's foundation without shrinking, you will also have looked upon ours. So it's saying, without shrinking, you will see ours. At least that's how I'm reading it.
Mhm.
Ours though.
So without fear, to shrink means to shrink in fear in my mind. So
Yes.
if we look at the foundation of the ego without fear or without shrinking, then we see the foundation of God.
That's
Okay.
kind
Because
of what I was questioning.
we have to see the ego as an illusion.
And
I don't
who
know, you
is
guys getting something different?
I was wondering who the speaker is. It says, my
I know.
brother, you are part of God and part of me. Is this the Trinity? Is this who is the speaker?
Is it
Which
the Holy
that
Spirit?
changes the point of view. That's what I'm wondering. Is it Christ? Is it Holy Spirit?
I think it's Christ.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like. I come to you from our Father to
Right.
offer you everything again.
Mm.
Do not refuse it in order to keep a dark cornerstone hidden. For its protection will not save you. That the cornerstone is like a wall. What is a cornerstone exactly? It's not the
It, It's the foundation. Well, it's the foundation that holds up the structure. The cornerstone is one of the most important things that holds up the
In
structure.
a building, okay.
Mm.
And if
Right.
we go back to number 3, it says the cornerstone of God's
Of
creation is
terror.
you, for his thought system is light.
Right, right.
And
So
then it
we are the
says
cornerstone.
open, and then it says open the dark cornerstone of
Cornerstone of
terror
terror.
on which it rests.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So is that the ego then? No. Open the dark cornerstone of terror, which is, and bring it into the light.
Well, that would be the separated mind. That would be the ego. That would be the fear-based self.
Well, isn't it kind of referencing that when we are in the dark and when we choose dark, uh, then we are building our foundation on a dark cornerstone of terror. But the Christ mind, the godly way, is not a dark cornerstone. It's a cornerstone that one can build on. It's
Mm-hmm.
That's what I interpret it.
Mhm.
The literal meaning is a stone that forms the base of a corner of a building, which is what I was thinking, but then I thought there was something else that joins two walls. But the first, this is Oxford Dictionary, is an important quality or feature on which
Yeah.
a particular thing depends or is based. An important quality or feature on which a particular thing depends. Okay. The place where terror rests, the place where fear rests.
There's a really interesting line here that says, do not refuse it. And this is what the interesting line is. In order to keep a dark cornerstone hidden for
Yeah,
its protection,
will
it will
not.
not save you.
Mm-hmm.
That presupposes that we want to hide this aspect of ourselves that sees the world from a separated mind and
Mm,
judgmental and all that.
mm.
And I give you the lamp so that you can't hide in the dark.
That's right.
Okay. Wow.
It's definitely about facing things like your fear and probably aspects of ourselves as well that we're not happy with, and we
The
just try
shadow
and
that, yep,
yeah,
that we don't
try
like.
to
Mhm.
bury it down, but do not refuse it in order to keep a dark cornerstone hidden. But
Right.
keeping it shut down is just going to spread the darkness rather than the light.
Yep.
And not dealing with it won't protect you.
Mhm.
Shall we go to the next one?
Yep.
Gifts of Fatherhood, next section of this chapter. That was
Hmm.
only the introduction, so we're opening a can of worms here, I'm sure. Who wants to read that one?
I will.
Go for it.
You have learned your need of healing. Would you bring anything else to the sonship recognizing your need of healing for yourself? Let me read that again. You have learned your need of healing. Would you bring anything else to the sonship, recognizing your need of healing for yourself? For in this lies the beginning of the return to knowledge, the foundation on which God will help build again the thought system you share with Him. Not one stone you place upon it, but will be blessed by Him, for you will be restoring the holy dwelling place of His Son, where He wills His Son to be and where He is. In whatever part of the mind of God's Son you restore this reality, you restore it to yourself. You dwell in the mind of God with your brother, for God Himself did not will to be alone.
Oh boy, that's pretty.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mm. Not one stone you place upon it, but will be blessed by Him, will be restoring the holy dwelling place of His Son, where He wills His Son to be, and where He is. Whatever part of the mind of God's Son you restore this reality, you restore it to yourself. Mm. This is intense.
Was that, Andrea? Doesn't make sense.
Recognizing your need of healing for yourself, for in this lies the beginning of the return to knowledge, the foundation on which God will help build again the thought system you share with Him, a divine way of thinking, a divine way of looking at everything.
Probably not seeing anything but God.
And not one stone or anything that you build, in other words, that you place upon it, is blessed. For you're restoring the holy dwelling place.
In my mind, the holy dwelling place is the holy instant where you see no separation.
Ah,
It's a state of
that
mind.
makes sense, Gary.
Yeah, that's what I think it is, but that's just my opinion.
Mm.
The holy dwelling place of His Son, where He wills His Son to be and where He is. And by changing your perception to Christ-like love, you restore this reality and you restore it to yourself.
I think you just stop having fear.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. Fascinating. You dwell in the mind of God. Yeah. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Fascinating.
And does anyone else have any reflections on this paragraph?
I kind of feel I need to stick with this one for a while, but we can go on and maybe it'll make more sense with number two, eh?
Yes.
Sure.
Anyone want to do this one? Happy to do it.
Sure, I'll do it.
Cool.
To be alone is to be separated from infinity. But how can this be if infinity has no end? No one can be beyond the limitless, because what has no limits must be everywhere. There are no beginnings and no endings in God, whose universe is Himself. Can you exclude yourself from the universe or from God, who is the universe? I and my Father are one with you, for you are part of us. Do you really believe that part of God can be missing or lost to Him? So the first line, to be alone is to be separated from infinity. Okay.
But how
It's
can that
hard
be?
to,
He has no end.
yeah, it's hard to think along the lines of infinity when we think of things, time as linear. Uh, I mean, in a soul's life, which goes on forever, and is my belief that one always has the chance to grow in whatever whatever part of my growth, whether I'm here tonight or I'm in another existence as a soul. And the answer, I mean, can you exclude yourself from the universe or from God? Who is the universe? Well, of course not. That's like, because we all have purpose.
What I love about this is the last sentence. Do you really believe that part of God can be missing or lost to Him? Which takes us all back to, I think, the one of the meanings in this paragraph is that none of us can be lost, none of us can be disconnected from God, and
Right.
no matter what kind of part of difficult situations we face where we may feel lost or disconnected, it's impossible if we're part of God. And if our attention, like the whole lesson I did on eternity, if I think of eternity, I'm like, I just spread out, like my consciousness just spreads out. And of course, I'm part of God. So any part of me that might feel lost or a missing piece of myself can't be real. For me,
Right.
this kind of points to the aspect of we were never broken and we're not broken now.
Right.
Right. Yes.
I kind of have an image in my head of like, it's all quite simple really, and you are loved and you're included. And when we don't allow that, to, if we're shutting that thought system down, we're just rejecting all the help in the universe,
Right.
making everything
Yes.
so much harder for ourselves. It's like, why do we do that? It's really
Right.
quite simple.
And
Yeah.
all we
Well,
have to do is ask. That's all we have to do is ask. It's a simple process, but we just don't do it.
Yeah. We just need to put it in the God box. Hey, Adria.
Yeah, right.
And surrender.
Yeah.
Are we happy with that one then?
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
Who wants to read number 3?
I will.
Sure.
If you were not part of God, his will would not be unified. Is this conceivable? Can part of his mind contain nothing? If your place in his mind cannot be filled by anyone except you, and your filling it was your creation, without you, there would be an empty place in God's mind. Extension cannot be blocked, and it has no voids. It continues forever, however much it is denied. Your denial of its reality may arrest it in time, but not in eternity. That is why your creations have not ceased to be extended, and why so much is waiting for your return.
Beautiful.
I had a thought. What if we really believed that we were part of God, consciously chose it, believed it, recognized ourselves as part of God? What would that do to our daily interactions with the world?
Wow.
Mhm. Exactly.
Well, maybe that's the challenge for the week.
Mhm.
Do exactly that.
It would not be a bad challenge.
So like a month ago, something happened, something came to me, and it was we are God having a human experience.
Yeah.
And yes, since that came to mind, I view everything quite differently. And it's easy to fall backwards as any human can fall. But to just stand there and just stop looking at it through human eyes and just think that these eyes are directly connected to God. What you are seeing is what you are sharing and what you are showing. It's a beautiful thing.
Mm.
Mm. Mhm.
I agree.
Mm. I just want to type out this whole chapter, this whole section here. Kind of clarifies a little bit with the saying, your denial of its reality may arrest it in time, but not in eternity. Not in our linear version of time.
Yeah.
We only wear these so we can meet each other. Other than
Yeah.
that, time doesn't mean anything.
When was the last time you took it off and went a day without the
I
dark
have
watch?
just yesterday, and it was wonderful. I loved it.
Yes. I left my phone and watch and electronics inside, and I hung out on the
But
patio for hours and just enjoyed life. It was beautiful.
yes, yes.
I find animals are great for that because they don't live, it's not, except when it's dinner time.
Oh, can I get me out
Worried
at?
about
Oh,
what
yes.
time of day it is.
Mm. Yeah.
Mm. We lost Gary. Oh no, there he is.
Oh, I'm right here.
Just couldn't see you. Are we happy with that one?
Yep.
All right, number 5. Coralie, do you want to read it or shall I?
Sure. Yeah.
5 or 4?
Did we do
Huh?
4?
Did we do 4?
No, I don't think we've done 4 yet.
Yeah,
No, we
I think we're skipping 4.
Cool.
haven't. Thanks for that. There you go.
Waiting is possible only in time, but time has no meaning. You who may delay can leave time behind simply by recognizing that neither beginnings nor endings were created by the Eternal, who placed no limits on his creation or upon those who create like him. You do not know this simply because you have tried to limit what he created, and so you believe that all creation is limited. How, then, could you know your creations, having denied infinity?
Hmm.
Do we need to break that one up?
Not from
No.
me.
Should we squeeze one more in? It's a big one.
Sure.
And if we don't, yeah, we can always come back to it. Okay, it must be my turn. The only one I hasn't read, I think so. The laws of the universe do not permit contradiction. What holds for God holds for you. If you believe you are absent from God, you will believe that He is absent from you. Infinity is meaningless without you, and you are meaningless without God. There is no end to God and His Son, for we are the universe. God is not incomplete, and He is not childless. Because He did not will to be alone, He created a Son like Himself. Do not deny Him, His Son, for your unwillingness to accept His fatherhood has denied you yours. See His creations as His Son, for yours were created in honor of Him. The universe of love does not stop because you do not see it, nor have your closed eyes lost the ability to see. Look upon the glory of His creation, and you will learn what God has kept for you.
That last sentence, look upon the glory of his creation, and you will learn what God has kept for you.
That was a frustrated sigh, Jane.
Yeah.
Is that like saving a place at the table for you? Look upon the glory of His creation, and you will learn what God has been waiting for you to accept.
Mm.
Okay. I mean, that I can wrap my head around. So until you say yes and choose God, it's something that's being kept for you.
Yeah.
So, Jane, this is, I think, going to be my phrase of the evening, and I wrote this after reading the last sentence. So much is waiting for you in your return to God.
Mm.
Mm.
And also another thing I've been doing since we started this paragraph. So the end of chapter 11, the original one, 4, at the last line is, you will not answer the call of love with joy, or excuse me, will you not answer the call of love with joy? And for some reason, I kept saying that after every paragraph we've read since, and it warms my
Yeah.
heart. I don't know why.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love that too.
I wrote that down too.
I wrote this. Know you are God in human form. Do your job and be his full expression.
Mm.
Wow. That's beautiful.
Well, sounds like we're going through our lessons for the that we're taking away, so I'm going to stop sharing so I can see all properly. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we are too.
I think I'm going to steal Joe's. Will you not answer the call of love with joy?
That's the other one I wrote, but I've read that after the last 4 paragraphs we've read under the gifts of the fatherhood, and I don't know, it's made them hit different.
Mm.
But the one I'm going to go with though is, so much is waiting for you in your return to God.
Yep.
But I'm still going to work on last week's because I'm still struggling with last week's. But that one is just a truth. That's something that I've learned through my hardships of life and literally coming back into the light of God.
Beautiful.
So was that yours that you shared, Gary? Can you share it again?
Yeah, but there's so many that I've developed here tonight. Know you are God in human form. Do your job and be his full expression. And then the next one I tie into that. Everything of which you have been afraid was based on nothing.
Wow.
Those two kind of fit.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm claiming those two.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I put together the ego is nothing. I answer the call of love with joy.
Nice.
Like it.
Mm.
You ready, Linda?
Yes. The universe of love does not stop because you do not see it, nor have your closed eyes lost the ability to see.
Mm.
Love that. I think that,
Nice.
man, we got through a lot today.
We got
We
quite,
did.
yeah, we went through quite a few paragraphs today.
We keep going like
Hearing
this.
you guys
we'll
only
finish the
did
book.
4 paragraphs last week.
Some weeks
I
we
know
only
it's
do
not a
one.
race.
Adrian Corley, what are your lessons for the week?
I've got the cornerstone of God's creation is you. And then
Ooh.
I'm just sort of adding on. Will you answer the call of love with joy?
Mm-hmm.
And mine is, the closer you come to the foundation of the ego's thought system, the darker and more obscure becomes the way. Yet even the little spark in your mind is enough to lighten it. Will you not answer the call of love with joy?
Beautiful.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
And I will. Oh, yes.
Well, we're a little bit early, but I think we're complete. So enjoy your week, people.
Yes.
You too,
Thank you,
V.
V.
Mine
Okay.
is much better seeing all of you again. Oh,
It's so good to see you, Audra. It really
Yeah,
is.
good to
it's
have you back.
wonderful. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Thanks, everybody.
Beautiful.
Everyone have a great week.
Yes.
Yes.
You too.
Joy.
Love ya. Bye.
Bye.
Ciao.